Hello, thank you so much for joining me for this 10-minute Yoga for Athletes class. So in this class, we're going to focus on our breath and creating some space in our bodies using that breath, as well as 10 yoga postures that are very gentle and restorative. Charlie's very excited for the class. She will go lay down on her bed in just a minute, I promise. Charlie, you can go to bed now. For this class, the only equipment you're going to need is your yoga mat. And if you have yoga blocks, you can grab those, or as you can see, I'm sitting on a pillow rather from my couch. We are going to start in this cross-legged seat position, and if you notice that when you come into a cross-legged seat, you tend to hunch forward, then go ahead and grab something that you can sit up on to create some length in your spine and some space in your body. Go ahead and roll out your mat and grab any props in terms of blocks or pillows or anything that can give you some support in our class, and meet me back here. So we're going to be working in 1-minute segments in this yoga class. That's not typical for a yoga class, but I found that that format works really nicely for these focused 10-minute flows. So you'll hear a bell at 55 seconds, and then I will help us in those 5 seconds before the next minute starts transition into our next posture. So we're going to start in this cross-legged seat called easy seat. It doesn't matter which leg is crossed in front. Go ahead and close your eyes if that's something that you're comfortable doing. Bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand on your belly. And take a nice deep inhale through your nose, dragging that breath as far down into your body as you can. You'll probably notice that that hand that's resting on your belly rises. And with an open mouth exhale, making a sound as you do. Again, nice deep inhale through the nose, bringing in as much breath as you can to create space in the body. And an open mouth exhale, let it go. And as you let the breath go, allow your shoulders to relax down and away from your ears. And on your next inhale, think about your crown of your head lengthening up towards the ceiling as you draw that breath down into your belly. And now we're going to blink our eyes open, seal your lips closed, inhale through your nose, bring your fingertips up, exhale through your nose as you gently twist and bring your left hand to your right knee and your right fingertips to the mat or the floor behind you. Inhale through your nose if that's comfortable, again, as the fingertips lift, and exhale through your nose as you twist and gaze over towards the left. Maintaining that length in your spine, you can use that inhale as you come through center to lengthen up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, gently twist. Inhale. Exhale, and see if you can continue to make that ha sound as you exhale through your nose, and continue to draw in deep, slow, steady breaths as you inhale. All right, now we're going to bring our right arm out by our hip. Inhale, find length in your spine, and as you exhale, bring your left elbow in the direction of your right elbow. Inhale to open back up, and as we exhale, we're going to bend into that right elbow, but keep the left hip on the mat and stretch over towards the right. Inhale, back up through center, fingertips behind the head. Exhale, gentle twist. Inhale, open the elbow to the side. Exhale, side body bend, bending into the right elbow, spiraling the chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale, fingertips behind the ear, long spine, and exhale, twist. All right, we're going to do that on the other side. So go ahead and extend those left fingertips out. Right fingertips behind your ear. Open your chest. Inhale. Exhale, twist, right elbow towards left. Inhale, slowly open. Exhale, bend into the left elbow, right bicep by the ear, reach the right fingertips over. Inhale, back up, fingertips behind the ear, and exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, side bend. So really making this breath to movement connection. Inhale, open up the elbow, lift the chest. Exhale, gentle twist from the ribs. Inhale, open. And exhale, side bend. All right, we're gonna come down onto our backs. So I'm gonna put the pillow back up on the couch. Gently come down to your back, knees bent. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Press your low back into the mat. And exhale, maintain that connection of the low back and the mat as you bring the fingertips towards your heels. And we're just gonna flow here. Inhale. Arms reach overhead. And exhale, fingertips reach towards the heels. Inhale, fingertips reach overhead. Keep those front ribs knitting in towards one another, pressing the low back into the mat. And exhale, you'll notice that the front ribs draw in towards one another naturally with an exhale. Keep your fingertips reaching towards your heels. Exhale, right knee lifts, stacks above the right hip. Inhale, lower. Exhale, left knee lifts, stack it over your left hip. Inhale, lower. Exhale, right knee. So it's a little march here, working on some deep core engagement with our breath. Exhale, as the low back presses into the mat, the knee lifts above the hip. Maintain the connection as you slowly inhale and lower the foot, moving with a lot of intention. And exhale, right knee lifts, shin is parallel to the mat. Inhale, keeping those front ribs knitted in towards one another. All right, now this time we're going to put those last two moves together. So bring the arms overhead on an inhale, and as you exhale, bring the fingertips up and over towards the heels as you march the left knee over the left hip. Inhale with control as the arms return overhead, the foot returns to the mat. And exhale, knee lifts, foot lifts, fingertips reach towards the heels. Probably get one more in each side. Checking in with your breath, making sure that those inhales are filling, and the exhales allow us to melt just a little bit more into the mat. All right, so now we're going to come into some glute bridges. So walk your heels into where your fingertips can touch the backs of your heels. And as you exhale, press your feet into the mat, give your buns a squeeze, lift the fronts of your hips. And inhale, articulate your way down your spine, back to the mat. Exhale, pull the heels back towards your buns. Notice how the backs of your legs turn on. And then as you inhale, start at your shoulder blades, at that thoracic spine, and then slowly make your way all the way down lumbar spine and the sacrum. Exhale, reverse it, starting at the tailbone, lifting up towards the shoulders. And inhale. All right, carefully come up to sit with your feet on the mat. We're going to come into a boat pose. Yes, I know this is a little bit of a challenge. Loop your shoulders down and back. press your palms into the backs of your legs, and you can sit here and work on your breath, just building that heat with the inhales and the exhales. Or you can come into boat pose, lifting your feet off the mat, resting on your sits bones, and then reaching your fingertips towards your toes where we will hold. But this is where I want you to check in with yourself. Are you doing what your ego's telling you to do, or are you really listening to yourself and doing what you should be doing to honor your body? And if you are you able to maintain your breath slow and steady and even? And when your mind starts to tell you, get the heck out, that's when the pose begins. All right, friends, we're carefully going to come down onto our backs into our final pose, which is Savasana, corpse pose. If you've never done Savasana before, bring your heels to the wide edges of your mat. Give a little press into the back of your head and snuggle your shoulder blades in towards one another. Bring your fingertips towards the wide edges of your mat. Come back to a natural rhythm of breath. And allow yourself just to be here, to take up space, to be heavy, and nothing else. And for some of us, this is the toughest posture, the most challenging posture, to just sit in stillness. Just soak it up. And if you have the gift of time and you'd like to stay in Shavasana for longer, please do. If you're ready to move on, just go ahead and roll onto your right side. In a supported fetal position, go ahead and press yourself up to a cross-legged seat. Take a moment here, bring both hands to your heart, and just bow your head towards your hands, thanking yourself for taking this time for your body and for your mind. And thank you for practicing with me. I love it when you come here and you practice yoga with me, and maybe you try something new, something that seems very foreign before you start, and then afterwards you realize how good it feels and how simple it truly is. I will see you back here soon, friends. Take good care.